Welcome to Friday's Fantasies. The guy I had been seeing for the last couple of months decided that since we were getting more serious, we should take it to the next step. He planned a pool party with a bunch of his friends to introduce me. Wanting to make a good impression, I decided to do a little online shopping to find the perfect swimsuit. What I chose was a new, teeny tiny, cute gold bikini. I got it a couple of days before the party. When I tried it on, I knew it would catch my boyfriend's eye. It was perfect. I arrived at his house wearing my bikini underneath a little white cotton dress. He met me at the door, giving me a long kiss, his tongue teasing at my lips, coaxing to open my mouth for him. His hands lingered around my hips and ass, pulling me closer so that I could clearly feel his cock, hard and erect, pressed against me. Now, I told him, pulling away. Save that for after the party. He smiled, took my hand, and led me into the house. The music was cranked up as we walked into the backyard. The pool was full, the girls smoking, and everyone seemed to be having a good time. Someone handed me a drink and we went from person to person. All of his friends were very nice, though it was hard to remember so many names. There must have been at least 50 people there. I made small talk with a few different groups as he made the rounds, being a gracious host. Everyone was drinking and having a good time. A few were having fun showing off on the diving board when one of his friends asked me to give it a try. Sure, I said, and looked around to find my boyfriend's eyes locked on me. I was really a good diver, so I decided to show off just a little. Plus, I knew my man was still waiting to see the bikini I had gotten. I walked over to the board and pulled off my dress. A few of his friends whistled out as I stepped onto the diving board. I could see the look in my boyfriend's eyes as he watched me. He was clearly envisioning my bikini on the floor and not on me. I did my dive, landing perfectly with very little splash. There was a few clapping as I made my way out of the pool. All eyes turned on me as soon as I stepped out. I wasn't quite sure what they were staring at. Then I realized that none of them were looking me in the eyes. They were all staring at my bikini. I looked down at myself and realized what had happened. My bikini went completely transparent when it got wet. I stood there a little in shock, bared for all to see. There was absolutely nothing left to the imagination. I may as well have been naked. My boyfriend had a huge smile on his face as he walked towards me with a towel dangling off one finger. I could see he was getting a big kick out of it. I found myself aroused by the fact that I was nearly nude in front of all of his friends, seeing him with a major hard-on, obviously enjoying my reaction. "Excuse us a moment," I told his friends, and took his hand, leading him inside. A chorus of hoots and hollers sounded out from outside. I took my boyfriend to his room, locking the door behind me. I took him and pushed him down onto the bed, the thump of the music still coming from outside. "Did you like my new bikini?" I asked him, and slowly began pulling the strings to untie it. "Yes, very much," he told me. I think my friends did too. We both laughed as I took off my top and started removing the bottoms. Well, I hope they can entertain themselves for a while, 'cause I'm not waiting until tonight. I reached down and pulled off his shorts. His hard cock throbbing, burst free, his head swollen, already red. I reached out, taking him in my hand, slowly sliding my hand over his sensitive skin, feeling his veins pulsing. I stroked him, getting him ready for me when I watched that first pearl drop of pre-cum leak out of the tip of his head. I couldn't resist leaning my head down and licking it up, tasting him on my tongue. His muscles bunched, tensing as I took his entire length down my throat, my muscles constricting around his shaft. I could tell he was getting close. I pulled away from him to have him grab my wrists, pull me up onto the bed. He had me down on all fours and slowly slid deep inside me, my pussy already wet and dripping for him. Gradually he went faster, grabbing my hair, pulling my head a little to the side, nibbling my neck as he went harder and deeper. Yes, I begged him, pleaded for more, so close to my own release. He pistoned faster into me, slightly shifting my hips to slam against my G-spot, making me come, with him following right behind me. We collapsed onto the bed, catching our breath, and then started laughing, each of us knowing that everyone outside knew exactly what we were doing. As we rejoined the party, many of his guy friends erupted into cheers. Looks like his friends approved of me, and I definitely made a lasting first impression. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you next week.